Okay, thank you for joining me. We're going to go through a cord cutting meditation today. So, when it comes to cutting cords, there can be a lot of different reasons that we might want to do something like this. What first might come to mind is thinking of an energetic cord that exists between you and another person that you would like to just kind of ease any feelings of tension or anxiety or grief or sadness around. And that is certainly a way that we can use the cord cutting meditation. But I think it's important to remember that cords can exist in so many different ways. You know, it can be an upsetting interaction with somebody we don't even know. It could be an interaction or a conversation with a family member, a client, a coworker, a neighbor. Corded connections can exist between ourselves and animals or pets. And then another way that I often use the cutting cord meditation is to cut the cords between myself and ideas, thoughts, beliefs, or experiences that feel like they kind of still have their grip on me. So today, when we do a cord cutting meditation, for example, I'm going to cut the cord between myself and the energy around all the technology upheaval I've been experiencing in the last couple days, right? To just kind of cut off that energy and frustration that I have been experiencing with setting up some new equipment here in the yoga studio. So it can also be that cords are exist between us and memories, beliefs, right? I think we said that already, habits and patterns. So just think about the cord that you would like to focus on today and cut. The emotional or energetic intensity of the interaction you'll find will typically directly correlate to the strength of the cord. So when these cords are created, they're an exchange of energy between you and that person, place, or situation. And ideally, the exchange would be balanced, but often that's not the case. And we're kind of left with holding on to parts of it that we just don't need to hold on to anymore. And we can really do ourselves a great service by freeing up that space. So when we have this uneven energetic exchange, it can even over time become like toxic or muddy, and the cord can become depleting or draining. So we want to take this opportunity every so often to just clear our energy field within the body and around the body, and really let ourselves be free from anything that might be holding us back or making us feel lethargic or depleted, or even making us sick. You'll notice that sometimes you feel maybe drained or fatigued when you have spent time around a certain person. When we can't get something out of our head, when there's kind of obsessive thinking around something, when we feel stagnant or energetically drained, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, when we're holding on to strong emotions that don't feel like our own. Being courted can feel like, like a hook, like something's got its hooks in you, like even a knife in the back, a pain in the body, a feeling of being sick, energetically depleted. And it can show up in the body like headaches and stomach aches. You might find as we start to dig in that the energy lines up directly with a particular chakra or a particular joint or place in the body. So just kind of pay attention as I walk you through it with how the energy is presenting itself. Now, remember, when it comes to working with a guided meditation, using your intuition, using your divine imagination, there's no way to do it wrong. So whatever is presented to you, whatever surfaces, whatever comes up, I just ask you to accept whatever it is. So close your eyes and turn your attention to your breath. Imagine that your awareness rides the breath and just circulates completely the entire body, allowing yourself to get grounded and taking a moment to settle deeply into these next few minutes, directing all of your attention and energy to this exercise. And see if you can maybe grow and deepen the breath, start to lengthen, and even widen the breath. And then ask to be shown any energetic cords that are in your aura, in your body. You might feel that there is one or there's many. If you're attracted to this meditation, I would assume that there's at least one. But of course, there is also the possibility that there's none. If you do find multiple cords, choose the one that you feel most impacted by at this moment, and then come back to the meditation and do each chord individually. I feel like that's one of the best ways to really work the energy out of our system. So ask to be shown any energetic cords. You might feel them extending from the body. You might feel them extending from the chakras. And then once you have determined which cord it is that you are going to work with today, follow the cord in your mind's eye and see where that cord goes. And then I want you to imagine that you kind of zoom out a little bit and imagine that you and that person, you and that place, you and that thing, experience or memory, you see the cord between the two of you. And just take a moment to see what the cord looks like. Is there any material, quality, length, with anything about the cord that you can make more clear? And then once you've got that visualization in your mind's eye, I want you next to ask your angels, guides, helpers, highest self to show you a cutting tool. As you see it appear, accept whatever's given to you and visualize yourself cutting the cord using the tool that was given to you. Watch that cord just kind of fall to the ground, and you'll set your cutting tool down wherever you severed the cord. And then you're going to walk over to your own body and you're going to very gently pull out the cord, roots and all, and just allow it to fall to the ground for now. And then you're going to fill the space in you where that corded connection was extended from with white light. And stay there for a few seconds, imagining that that white light grows and grows and grows. So not only does it fill that space in the body, but it fills your whole body and it fills all of the space around your body. Take a couple seconds to see yourself completely filled within and around with white light. And then go over to the other. And again, just imagine gently pulling the cord out, roots and all, and watching it fall to the ground for now. And then where there was a hole created here, you're going to also fill that hole with white light. And you'll stay there for a few breaths, imagining that that white light grows and grows until it is again filling the whole experience, the whole person, the whole thing with white light, completely within and around the body, or whatever you consider the parameters of that belief or memory experience to be. And then I want you to take your awareness and zoom back. And you're going to see you and the other with the cord lying cut between you and the roots on either end lying on the ground. And then I just want you to imagine that that cord completely dissipates and is absorbed into the earth. So back into Mother Earth, that energy goes, not in a way that is giving her the energy, but instead in a way that is asking her to transmute that energy back into love and into light. Bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly and feel yourself completely and totally sovereign in your own body. Ask that this corded connection be complete and forever, and that it does not reappear within your energy field. And then gently release your hands and open your eyes. Take stock, just notice here for a moment if you feel an energetic shift. How effective was that meditation for you? And then know that even though we ask that the corded connection be complete and that it does not enter back into our energy field, it's not always absolute. And we might find that we do need to do the cutting cords meditation with the same thing again. Sometimes, if I find when, because I definitely have had that happen to me as well, I will ask questions like, what is your message? What purpose do you serve? Or what message are you trying to teach me that I'm not receiving? So we can kind of build on this deepening of our connection to spirit, really is what we're doing here in reclaiming our own energy, reclaiming, remembering that we are 100% have the right to be sovereign in our own body. And then also recognizing that it is our relationship with the world that we grow and learn from on the spiritual path. Thank you so much for joining me. You're always welcome to leave a comment or reach out if you have more questions. Lots of love.